All new this hour, Tigard Police are investigating two separate attacks that left people hurt. The first case happened Saturday afternoon on Southwest Gallo Avenue. Officers say Eric Kielbach attacked someone he knows, causing significant injuries, and investigators learned this wasn't the first time. The victim, who is not being identified, went to a hospital. The next day, officers found Kielbach at his home, but he refused to come out even after a judge signed a search warrant. The Washington County Tactical Negotiations Team was called in because of the violent felony accusations. After loud announcements ordering him to surrender, police say he eventually came out and was arrested. He's now in jail, charged with assault.
Earlier that same morning, officers were called to a disturbance. They say a man attacked another person with what they describe as a machete or a sword. This happened on Southwest 72nd Avenue. Police say Mahmoud Bilal attacked another man and left him with cuts. The victim was not seriously hurt. A judge later approved a search warrant for Bilal's apartment, where officers say they found the weapon. Investigators also say evidence suggests he may have threatened someone else with that same weapon the day before. He's now facing charges of assault, and police say more charges could be coming.